Hello, Bobby, aka Anarcha here, and in this video, I would like to talk about how Clue 2.0 repurposed Tron into Rinzler between the events of Tron Uprising and Tron Legacy, and how, aside from the obvious fact of being the corrupted version of the titular character, Rinzler's repurposing was unique. Now, we know a few things from Evolution 2.0 and Uprising about what the standard procedure for the repurposing or rectification process was, and as we see in Uprising and Evolution, most repurposed programs were repurposed whilst they were whole. However, Tron was repurposed whilst he was damaged and disfigured. And this very much factors into Rinzler's uniqueness amongst Clue 2.0's repurposed armies. Now, we also saw with Cutler in Tron Uprising series finale that the early repurposing process was rather unstable, and this combined with Tron's strong will for a program admittedly somewhat retroactively justifies Rinzler's redemption. But this was not the only way in which Rinzler's repurposing was unique. You see, because Tron was damaged at the time for his repurposing into Rinzler, he would have had to be recompiled bit by bit, byte by byte, for the repurposing to take hold. This was no doubt an extremely painful process. Even more painful than repurposing was shown to typically be. Also, also the repurposing clearly was not, ironically enough, perfect, because there was still some white left over in Rinzler's discs, which was one of the things that clued Kevin Flynn to the fact that Tron was alive and had been repurposed. Furthermore, Rinzler's trademark mark per is the sound a computer disk makes when it has been corrupted at a catastrophic level. Which also so hints at the dissonance between the Tron within and the repurposing process into Rinzler. Also, so when Rinzler saw Sam Flynn bleed, he recognized him as a user, and because the repurposing process suppressed Tron's loyalty to the users but had not erased it, unlike the other programs who had been repurposed as well. Tron, or the Tron within Rinzler, rather, disobeyed Clue 2.0's direct order for the first time since his repurposing. And of course, seeing Kevin Flynn again further awakened the Tron within Rinzler to the point he said his catchphrase, "I fight for the users," and blew Clue 2.0 out of the grid's digital sky, which did not de-res Clue 2.0, but distracted him long enough for Kevin, Sam, and Cora to get to the portal for a final confrontation with the tyrannical program. And of course, Rinzler then fell into the digital sea and was rebooted, free of the repurposing process as Tron. This has been Bobby, aka Anarcha Media, Liberty, Equality, Fraternity. Goodbye.